This dude was eating some wheat checks at my house, and he's just like, "Hey, what's in that?"
Oh man,
what's in that? He's like, "What you doing with your hands?" I don't know. What's in that? And this dude's eating these scones. This guy's like, that motherfucker dipping pumpkin bread dog treats into a cup of coffee. With his leg crossed, all cool like this. He's like, "Man, take your time, man. I'm just dumping these little dog treats in fucking coffee and just enjoying like, you know how it sticks in your face. Oh, yo.
Guys, man, on today's show, special guest on the Part 3 podcast, creator of the let me do that again. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Part 3 podcast. Jesus.
I'll do it. Welcome, everybody, to the Part 3 podcast. Welcome, creator, star, writer, maybe one of the only two people who have a successful situation comedy in 2002 and then come back in 2022 with another popular sitcom on another network with my daughter. Please welcome George Lopez.
We got to do the golf clap. We got to do the golf clap.
No, seriously, George, listen, man. The Part 3 podcast, I'm excited to have you on. No shot is out of bounds on the show. Want to start the show off with Stephen Malbon,
These
J.R. Smith.
huge fans, my God. We just said it. I mean, golf is such an eclectic sport that brings people together. I've loved this cat from the beginning, man. And been supportive of his gear, and he's been great. And you have been a big fan of basketball. Congratulations and everything. And then I asked you, I said before, I wish you to become a pro because it would make all of us very happy.
I appreciate it.
And it's good for the game. Yeah. Yes, I started you in this fucking business, okay? So yeah, I love because the first question I ask of everybody that I think is cool or maybe not cool is that, do you golf? It reveals your character in the good and the bad. When I was working at the Laugh Factory in the late 90s, there was this guy that I saw all the time. We started talking about golf. We played at Griffith Park because we weren't members anywhere. And he hit his first ball and he duffed it and he chipped the other one, hit it out of bounds. And I said, "Hey man, just relax." And he looked at me, he goes, "Why don't you fucking just worry about hitting your ball and I'll worry about hitting mine." I never spoke to that dude since then. It reveals, usually, if somebody you're in a bad relationship and everybody knows, they don't say shit. And then you're living in your car, you're like, "Hey man, you looked happy." But in golf, they'll just say, "Pick it up." I mean, imagine you go to a club, shit anywhere, it's like, "Yo, man, pick it up. Let's go. Just pick it up as a gimme. Take her home, get out of here, take him home. Don't work so hard. Relax."
No, man, I appreciate it. You're the first person to pretty much bring the game to me and put the clubs in my hands and everything, pretty much. Thank you for that.
Well, let's wait to see what becomes of. Even when cats got a second lease of life, I almost died. Now I'm just living my life every second. Nobody plays more golf than this cat right now. Not even pros. They're like, "No, I'm not taking the day off. Then my clubs adjusted. He'll get new clubs. He'll come in some new shirt. You turn around, he's got another shirt on. You're like, "What the fuck? How do you change fucking shirts?" It's by hole. But I love people that love golf. It can solve a lot. Golf can solve a lot of personal issues, and also you can make friends for life. That's a friend I made for life, friend for life.
Appreciate it, man. G, let's start off with what was your first ever golf memory?
Wow. I mean, first golf memory, Lee Trevino in 2004, he and I became friends, and Andy Garcia was like, "I can't play with Lee. Tomorrow, George is Pro-Am in Valencia, and I can't play. You want to play?" Played with Lee Trevino, and he and I became like family. I mean, really, just an amazing. We look like waiters from the Red Onion, man. With black pants, red shirt, black shoes. It's almost like, "Hey, my margarita." "Oh no, we're playing, man." Because that was what he wore, and I just said, "I'm gonna wear black and red," and he wore black and red. We've had almost like the same kind of childhood. No father, that's something, and then just golf has found a way to give him his life and gave him my life. But he's always trying to embarrass me. We're playing the Bob Hope. He waits till like there's 150 people. He say, "Hey, man, George is playing this Bob Hope tournament. I'm out here, man. I'm trying to teach him 5 shots that he can go to and hit anytime he's in trouble. He feels he needs a good shot. I'm going to teach him 5 shots to hit." Now it's like 500 people. He's still trying to fight, and he hits the 5 shots. I'm trying to teach him how to roll it over, how to block it, how to hit it down, how to hit the fairway every time he needs it. 5 shots. I said, "How many shots do I know?" He goes, "You don't know any." So I'm trying to teach him 5 shots, just any chance to embarrass me. And I mean, he taught me 5 shots I could hit whenever I needed to hit a shot and play. fucking amazing. It's amazing.
Still work. That's
Still
incredible.
works.
To carry off that topic right there, I played my first time ever playing golf on a golf course was at your tournament.
Yep.
Never played, never actually hit a tee shot like on a golf course. And my question is, you paired me with Lee Trevino and Joe Pesci. Like, were you not worried maybe I'd have fucked something up? Or
He doesn't have the time. The time is lost on him. 7 practice swings and change his shirt. And you're just waiting around. Nobody wants to say anything. And Joe Pesci's like, who brought this motherfucker? He's like, hey, man, let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, all right, G. Okay, cool, man. Sorry, man. I just got lost. They love him. They love him. They love him because they know him, but they don't know him in this world. And it's great to have him playing. It's great to have him playing golf.
He hit me after and was like, dude, I need lessons. I got to get an instructor. He said, I got to get lessons because George put me with Joe Pesci and he was just fucking riding me. He said he wanted to drive the cart and Pesci said, get the fuck out of the way. He wouldn't even let him drive.
No.
And then I remember I had like a 70-yard shot and Lee Trevino was like, hey, shake the hand. He's like showing me how to like a chip shot. And I was like, hit a shot. And I was like, fuck, man, I didn't really know what to say to him, because I was like, I didn't even know. I was like,
That's how long that motherfucker been playing. They don't even have lessons. They like shake the hand, pet. Hey, George, when you pet the cat. Pet the cat. Take a swing through, but as you way through, remember to pet the cat. Fuck, every ball goes straight. It's got a cut. I mean, right?
So Joe's going to the cart to grab a club, and we had it was a scramble, so we had the same shot. So I go to Joe Pesci, and I'm looking at him. He's like, "What are you looking at?" And I was like, "What club do you have?" And I didn't know until after he grabbed a 56 wedge, and he kept covering. He goes, "What the fuck are you looking for? Don't worry about what I have." And I was like, "But I want to see what you're hitting so I can hit the same club." And he goes, "Don't fucking worry. Go back to go get your fucking iron." And I was like, Jesus Christ, man. This guy, man, he wouldn't let me every hole. But I realized at the end he was so cool,
Yes, of course. But I mean, everybody has their own personality when they play too. And I think when somebody's new, you're like, what the fuck's this guy doing? or especially, listen, don't show up with no plastic covers on your clubs, man.
Oh, man.
Yo, right?
I'm trying to school him the no tour bags. For us, the amateurs, we stand bags, maybe a little carry bag.
It's a TV show, bro.
I get it. But when you pull up to the spot and you got the tour bag, the expectations are a little, and we all know when that happens in golf, the game just crumbles.
It crumbles. But you're right. If you go with this bag right here,
you better be good. You got your name on the bag. You got the logo.
A dude showed up and he had the little chain that was connected to it so he wouldn't lose it. Let me take all the. What are you doing? We take them all like in a bouquet of plastic with numbers on them and throw them in the trash. They're better in there than they are here. Just got to get a little nicked. Things got to get a little crazy.
Yeah.
And
Are you a gear guy? Are you a equipment guy? Like, are you changing out all the time? Or are you a tweaker? Like, what's your style? What's your game?
I move around a little bit more. In that when I was playing the Primes in the 2000s, I was a Titleist dude and the Vokey wedges and stuff and the Scotty Cameron. And then I went to I love TaylorMade stuff. The irons is good and the Callaway had some crazy irons. But they're very territorial, man. It's almost like if you're dating somebody. They came out with some clubs. TaylorMade came out with some clubs, and I called TaylorMade, and then I was like, "Hey, man, I'd like to see if I can get a set of these clubs." And then they go, "Hang on a second, somebody's called Titleist." They're like, "Hey, man, are you on the phone with TaylorMade?" No, no, because they said you called TaylorMade. What said I called to? Why would I call Taylor? I'm with you guys. And I mean, it's like that. You find out if you collect them, then your house looks like a Roger Dunn or Dick's Sporting Goods, but
right.
It's hard not to want the newest clubs, but sometimes you find the best success in a club that's maybe 2 or 3 generations from what people are hitting now. I mean, it just, you never know, right? You never know what makes something work. Trevino won the U.S. Open in 71 with a putter he went and got at a sporting goods place that he found that was $50. And then he took it to the hotel room and he said, I jumped off the bed and I landed on it from different angles to get it to bend, because back then there weren't the trucks, so he'd lay it down and jump off and land on it, look at it and putt it and put it down and turn it, and he won. And there's a video of him winning that probably looks like it was shot in the 1200s, now because of the quality, but he's kissing this putter, he's just turning all 4 ways and just kissing this putter and holding it up. Paid $50 for that putter, won the U.S. Open.
That's incredible.
So it's however it feels, however it feels. I think when somebody that's an amateur tries to play with blades,
yeah,
man,
trouble.
Oh man, blades is.
Somebody a long round that day.
What's the sweet spot on it? It's like when they kill
Like
you, like
a
in those
dime.
movies, like Jason Bourne, they put that little red dot. Is that the sweet? I think it's the size of
Yeah.
on a blade. On a blade, the sweet spot is no place. Yeah.
George you have one of the better short games I've seen. Correct? Is it because you need it often, or is it because you like it?
No, it's because I needed it often. I couldn't understand the idea of being a good driver. So I was never a good driver. But also I learned in this public course in Somar, El Carrizo. And El Carrizo was public. So, there's, in a Saturday morning, there's like 6 groups behind you. And if you took one practice swing, everybody was quiet. And if you took 2, they'd come on, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, man, what the fuck? So I play like I'm on fire, man. I tell you, I hit it and get out of the way, right? I
Hit
play
it and get it.
I've got it down now where I don't even take a practice swing. I just move it here and I get in there. I mean, it's just that when you grow up, play in one of those places where they would just put everybody out because they're making money by getting people out there. Nobody was quiet. You'd be in the backswing and somebody would drive by and honk. Bad. Nobody gave a shit about golf etiquette. So I play fast.
And Lakeside makes you good at that short game too, hitting those high ones.
Yeah, I think with the short game, years ago I played in Van Nuys, that Billingsley place that right on there that no hole longer than like 110 yards, and this guy had this wedge and he was just doing all this stuff with it like a wizard, man. He'd be like, "You're right behind the tree, yep," and you come out, bloop, and you're just like, man. And this guy's like, I'm like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing?" He goes, I just don't hit it long enough, so I'm always doing my short game. But I just became kind of, I could hit it from anywhere, and I thought I like that, and I just try to hit it from anywhere. Big swing, and it just get a soft.
That's what he does. That big ass swing and lets it fall, and then a little nice follow through. But at Lakeside, he hits it high up over those bunkers and just hit and stop.
There's a feeling that I don't know if you can really kind of, I think when you golf, but whether you feel it the way that maybe somebody needs to feel a little bit more, like when you hit a ball solid and it takes off, there's like this energy that goes through the club and through your hands, and I think it ends up like right in here. And when you're watching it, there's this feeling of the satisfaction, like you can't, and it goes away.
Yeah.
When you put up a shot and you see it's going in, it's going in. And I think when you hit a really beautiful shot and it's taking off and it hits you right here, that's what really golf is about. That's what golf is. Yeah.
That's the addiction for sure.
That's the addiction.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, my baseball coach told me that I was a quitter and that I would always be a quitter, and that when things got tough, I quit. And I was like, bullshit, man. He said, let me see where you end up in life, because you know what? When shit gets tough, you pack it in. Let's see where you end up. I'd like to see where you are in 10 years. Pretty nasty, and I started to play golf, and when it got tough, I quit. Like after 9, I'd say, man, I'm going to take off. Where you going? Nah, I forgot I had to go do something. But I really was quitting because it was tough. One time I left, and when I got in my car, and I was driving home. It's like in those old movies, you see the face right here. Didn't I tell you that when it gets tough, you pack it in?
He was back.
You know how they faint in or they fade out? And I said, man, I pulled over. I was like, shit, he was right. So I was already doing stand-up. I was maybe 19 or 20. And I hadn't seen him in maybe 3 years. And I went back to San Fernando High School and waited till baseball practice was over, and I walked over there, and it's the first person in my life that I ever apologized to. I told him, he goes, "Hey, my third base, what are you doing here?" I said, "Hey, man, I came to tell you I'm sorry for the way that I acted when I was here, and you were right about me. When things got tough, I quit. I realized what you told me. I realized that you were right. But I wouldn't be able to go on with my life because I disrespect you, unless I came back and told you that, thank you." And he was like, "Wow, man, that's powerful for you to come back over here." Yeah. So, so golf did that. I really didn't have a lot of, family, extended family or any family. So golf became like that, those members of the family. That's
amazing.
So you started playing young.
I started playing Christmas of 1981. I went to El Carrizo, my friend Ernie, who passed away last April, guy that, I grew up with, and everything that I do in my life, he was the one who said, let's check out Richard Pryor. Let's go get guitars and try to play. Let's, see if you can go do stand-up at the Comedy Store, and let's go golf. I mean, this dude was the guy who had the idea. I realized I didn't have any fucking ideas growing up. And the 4 things that he taught me, I still do. in life, it's a bit of a one or the other. Like, what it's cost me in personal relationships because of being unable to connect to people, golf made me connect to something that I could connect to other people with through golf, and not necessarily through a relationship or trying to, how to keep someone entertained or how to keep a friendship going. It was easier to have it revolve around golf. Like we've seen each other for over 10 years. We've been friends for 8 or so. So all of the guys that Trevino and I still talk, and all the guys that I still hang out with is because of golf. I'm not sure if golf wasn't there that I would be where I am today.
Like when I saw you, it's like you can immediately talk about golf.
Man,
it's plenty to talk about.
Yeah, and your son has turned into a player. I used to see him when he was a kid, he was a baby, and now you see him play, and my little dude could play, Yeah. Because when I had my talk show, I gave Justin Bieber a putter, I got Kobe a putter, I gave guys that I knew that loved golf. Shakira, I gave her a putter, probably used it to chase her ex-husband out of the house. but it just became like I just became and gave these things to people that I liked,
Damn, my first golf gift for you was my putter, my TaylorMade Ben Baller flat putter.
Amazing.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to get that black diamond out. I'll get it.
How often are you playing golf these days, man?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. In the mid '80s, when I was just doing stand up, you travel, you flying coach. I was leaving Dallas, and in one of those like Southwest folders, there was this golf course in Europe, Old Head, that has been there forever in Ireland. It looks like it was hanging off the earth. I mean, the 7th hole at Pebble over there, okay, but this is a whole golf course on a 2-mile peninsula that looks like it's in the middle of the ocean. Chicano tore the page out of the magazine. Of course, you tear it out. For you keep it and you leave the rest of the magazine there. People are trying to read it. All of a sudden, it goes from page 70 to 80. What happened to the other pages? I kept it in my wallet for years. I just became a member last week. I joined.
Oh, that's dope.
I joined All Head.
Right.
Perfect.
I played there 3 years ago. I loved it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna join. So I became a member.
Oh, that's dope.
I mean, that's how much I love golf, but I also love what it's done for me personally, like what it's made me become. Yeah. I've seen some funny shit too, but I mean, it's done, this dude, we're playing with the Chicano dudes over at Lakeside. You take these guys from the hood and you're like, hey man, this guy's going to hit. He goes, no, I'm good. I'll get out of the way. And, he said, I would get out of the way, knock down this guy, knocked down a utility. We didn't even get a chance to say his name. Yeah. And he turned around and like an Uncommon Valor, like or Tropic Thunder, any war movie where the dude gets hit in the back and he's like, and they drop to their knees and their hands go up. Oh, this dude, man, like he was shot, fell to his knees, went like that, and then fell forward like a domino, fell forward, like right in the middle of the back. So, in golf, it's never funny when somebody gets hit, but if they're not paying attention, it's funny as fuck.
Yo, like in your entire memory, do you have a golf shot that was like the most memorable or the most favorite shot you've had in a round?
I had a hole-in-one at Lakeside when I played with Ray Allen. 195 par 3, horrible hole. I don't like it, least favorite.
Yeah.
Hit was a PXG hit, landed one, went in. And then it was Paul Pierce's retirement jersey ceremony in Boston, but Ray wasn't invited. I think Ray and the Celtics. So he didn't go, but it made it look like he was golfing instead of being at Paul Pierce's ceremony, but he wasn't invited. So they're like, oh man, he's out there playing golf with George Lopez and he's not here at the ceremony. It had nothing to do with it. And I'm like, he wasn't invited. Now almost and I'm the 12th man, hey, he's not invited. And then I think I chipped in 2004, Pebble Beach, to make the cut on 15, kind of went on this par thing and made the cut by 1 because I was chipping in from everywhere. That's unbelievable, man. You don't even know where that comes from,
It's amazing how it does that, right?
It's like gambling, man. You're hot. You get hot. And Jesper, I used to play with Jesper Parnevik, and I went on this, like I got 12 strokes to my ball on the thing, and he comes over to me, goes, what are you hitting? And I said, a 5-iron. He goes, are you kidding me? I said, go over there and fucking hit your ball. Let me just hit mine. So I was, I didn't really hit it far, so I would always take extra club. But he was like, fucking 5-iron, it's 140 yards. Just go back over there, man. Fucking worry about it. And I chunk it but it hits the front and it's already going forward. So when I chunk it, it hits, but releases and probably ends up like that. Nobody knows what the number is. I always cover the number,
Yeah.
What was that? 99. It's like fucking taking a limousine to fucking drive down the street, man. It's like, that's way too much. I just went on this thing, man, where I couldn't miss. I couldn't miss. Doesn't happen a lot, but when it does happen, it's just like
It's the best.
being the hottest gambler in the world, man.
Damn, man. You never told me the story about the ace. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, go to play at St. Andrews, and playing with Trevino is always fun. We play in the desert, He stays at my house. I have a house in La Quinta, and I have this Mini Cooper, and he gets out. He's like, man, this is George Lopez Mexican Bentley, the Mini Cooper. So, I have it out there. When you have cars, you don't really let anybody mess with your cars,
Right.
So there's all little Mini Cooper, gray, racing stripe, black rims, little orange calipers. It's just nobody drives it. He goes, hey, man, I'm driving that car, man. Woo, that thing's fast, man. It's little and it's fast. I go over there, man. All 4 rims are fucking rashed from the curbs, man.
Damn.
He driving like it's a golf cart.
He's driving like it's a golf cart. Coming around the corner. Man, where's that driveway? Man, it's 20 feet up. All rashed. You almost have to make it like part of the design. We're like, oh, that's cool. How it's black in the middle, and then like really shiny, kind of jagged on the outside. Yeah, man. They make these in Europe. I mean,
I don't play with my cars. I don't fuck around, dog. Like,
and then he calls up one time and he goes, "Hey man, what's this chocolate you have in there, man? Who makes it?" I said, "Don't eat that shit, man. It's all weed." I said, "Hey yo," he goes, "Really?" He goes, "Wait, mama, don't eat that. Don't eat that." He said, "Man, I was outside naked, man." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I'm watering the grass naked." I said, "Naked?" But my wife was like, "Lee, you don't have any clothes on." What? But I mean, you can't. I mean, before weed looked like weed, you pick it up, you're like, "Oh man, whose is this?" But then you pick up a lollipop, This dude was eating some wheat checks at my house, and he's just like, "Hey, what's in that?"
oh man,
what's in that? He's like, "What you doing with your hands?" "I don't know. What's in that?" Then this dude's eating these scones. This guy's like sitting there 5:30 in the morning. I go, "What you doing up so soon, man?" He's like, "Man, this Scotty, I had a dog I rescued for like 2 days. He fucking bit me, but I bought all the food. That motherfucker was dipping pumpkin bread dog treats into a cup of coffee. With his leg crossed, all cool like this. He's like, "Man, take your time, man. I'm just dumping these little dog treats in fucking coffee and just enjoying like, you know how it sticks in your tail. Oh,
Oh, yo, break.
motherfucker! I said, take a look. I said, take a look at that fucking bag. There's a dog on the fucking bag, man.
JR said we got to take
There's a fucking dog. He's all fucking. Man, this is some cool. This is some good treats right here. The fucking dog on the bag. Who makes this? With the hands on. Who makes this?
fucking hands.
Crazy shit, huh? Just who makes this?
JR, he got you.
Yeah, who?
Hands.
Hey man, you all right? Who makes this?
oh fuck, my stomach hurts, bro.
Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry, man.
Hey man, stop doing that. What? Stop doing what?
I got a cramp in my stomach, bro.
Weed and golf. That's why we do that. We do that tournament, the Brownie Cup, with me, Cheadle, Anthony, and Cedric, where you play 9 holes sober, and then you eat a marijuana brownie and a double cranberry and vodka. So you count every shot. So the first 9, you're sober, so that's where you got to stock. Hey man, par. I save them. You're gonna need them on the back. Cheeto. It's the only tournament that Don Cheeto could win with a 9 and win by 3.
Yeah.
He hit 3 balls in the water. I mean, you get so high. Cheech played with that. Like, God damn, look. God damn. He hit 7 into the same fucking tree at Madison. 7. He's like, how much is that? It's just like, and you have to count them all because somebody could hit fucking 9 into a fucking tree. I still might win.
Oh, man.
And the greatest is where we're playing, and it's kind of getting to the, to the end of it, I'm leading by 1 and then I'm hitting this ball. And I said, hey, did anybody see where it went? And they were all in the middle of the fairway. He goes, yeah, I think, and Cheech is like, man, I saw it, man. It was like right there, it's like right here, I think. And everybody's looking for at least 20 minutes. I put my hand in my pocket. I go, hey, man, I didn't hit, man. I still had the ball in my hand. I said, hey, I didn't hit. I didn't remember that. And they're all like, I saw it. Fucking, I didn't hit.
They just knew
Man, if anybody ever wants to do one term, the Skins were great to watch back in the day.
Yeah.
I think Thanksgiving weekend, you do the brownie cup, play 9 sober, you play 9 high.
I like that.
Oh, man.
I like that.
But that's what golf, you're not going to be able to laugh that hard, man.
Golf's amazing.
And that's what golf brings to you.
Such a great sport.
Speaking of the tournaments, right? You got your 16th annual George Lopez Classic. What made you want to start the tournament?
I had a kidney transplant in 2005, and I really didn't want to. I remember I told my doctor, I said, hey, man, I don't want to be the poster boy for kidney disease. I was about doing my first show. I was like, I just want to get well, go back to work. And then I've been sick most of my life. So literally a day and a half after my kidney transplant, I woke up in the morning and I was like, man, I feel really good. Like maybe the best I've ever felt in my life. And at that point, I thought to get a transplant and to feel good and then turn your back on people who are sick would be horrible. So I decided to do the foundation and raise money for the kids. We've raised millions of dollars for kids who have kidney disease and military families and people. But that's what I decided to do because I still feel great, man. It's almost 18 years. Nobody survives that long.
I played a lot of tournaments, like a lot of
who makes this? But yeah. So it's a great tournament, and it's just always so much fun.
No, I'm invited this year, right?
Yes, you all are.
What's crazy is like on hole 7, there's literally, there's tents on every hole, a celebrity tournament. Hole 7, there's literally a table filled with blunts. And I'm like, God damn. And then at the turn, there's the bar, there's tacos, there's a DJ. Like I've never experienced, because he has a cart with playing music and everything. It's loud as hell. I've been to a lot of tournaments. I've never been anything like that before, man.
When I was doing my talk show, it lasted 2 years. It was amazing. We did a lot of great things. And then, I was driving the car one time when it was over, and I said, man, how does a show like that not, continue? Snoop was on, and everybody smoked weed. Snoop gets there early with his guys, and he gives his Laker outfit, the pants that he wears and the long, like a player's outfit, and he gives it to wardrobe, and he asked the wardrobe girl if she could steam it for him. So, he wears, so she's steaming it, man, and this weed smell is coming out of it. She's like this, and she's steaming it. They go into wardrobe, and they find her like the Statue of Liberty, man, on her back, holding the steamer with steam coming out of it like this. Like if the Statue of Liberty fell over, and she was like this, and steam was coming out of it, she passed out from steaming Snoop's clothes because the smell of the weed was coming out. And then, Snoop stayed there. I think it was like 1:30 in the morning. That phone rings. I'm like, hello? And they're like, hi, Mr. Lopez. This is Officer Schultz at Stage 29, Warner Brothers. Yeah. What's going on? Snoop and his entourage are still in there. Apparently, it still smells of marijuana. I'm not sure what you want us to do. I said, go home. Just pretend we never talked. I said, go home. I said, go home, man. They're going to leave. I said, go home. Just don't look back. Just get in your car. And
They'll be all right.
We did some crazy shit in there. That's part of
leave.
What is your absolute favorite club in your golf bag?
I got a Adams utility, like a hybrid in Pebble a long time ago. And it has, you guys know this because it has the worn sweet spot in the middle. And I don't know, man, whoever made it, however they made it, I could hit that thing so good all the time. And I take it. I don't have it in the bag all the time, but if I'm playing and it means something, I take that thing because it just works. You know that it just works, man. Yeah. It just works, yeah,
for sure.
So, if there was one part of your game right now that you can make on a PGA Pro level, what would it be?
I would say anywhere in from 100 yards, right?
He hits those half pitch shots little 40-yard, 30-yard, 50-yard.
Mm.
I heard Tom Watson, they asked him once, they said, that is the hardest shot in golf, right? So they said to Tom Watson, they said, what do you do when you get a 45-yard shot? And he said, I fire my caddy. Because it's it's the hardest shot. And that's what he is, money. I mean, that's you're natural at that. That's like, because even you see even the tour guys, like, that's the shot you could hit 45 yards, or you could hit it 2 yards, or you could hit it 100 yards. Right? You blade it, it's going 100. You lose the ball, you could chunk it a foot or two, but he just talking, walks up, no practice swings, keeps talking, and hits it and does this high follow through. Holds that shit, and then it goes high, and then just hits and stops.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, you sent me a pic one time. You had the high hands. I think like a short shot. It was
this is golf, man. Like when I was playing at the AT&T, it's like every hole is you might have a hole that you just can't do well on. The 6 at Pebble that when you had to hit the second shot above that.
It's hard.
It's hard, and I would hit great drives. And I would say, I'm 185, I'm going to do it. And I would hit it right into the face of that thing. And then I have to walk up there and you just cliff and just have to go up there. The last AT&T I played in, I got up, I was maybe 85 yards and I sculled it. And it went past all the people that got in the, in the back of or the green people moved out of the way. And the whole time I'm telling Mike Collins, that guy from ESPN, I'm saying, man, it's horrible, man. I'm paralyzed with my hands playing this kind of pitch. Just like paralyzed. I hit in the middle, get this far, paralyzed. And the next was a flop. And I hit it up and it went in. And it's like, that's golf where you could literally be walking with the guy and just saying, I'm paralyzed with my fucking hands, man. Fucking hit you right there, paralyzed. And the next one you hit in the air, it lands and it rolls in, man. That's
full flop.
That's what it is. Sure. It's like life, man. Like, I looked at it like, if you got in trouble, get out of trouble. Like if I hit it where I was in trouble, the guys are looking at they're trying to make some incredible thing happen that's not going to happen. They think it might happen, but in reality, if you're in I would always say, if you're in trouble, man, get out of trouble and just get it to the middle, play to the middle. If things, even before I took lessons and things were really bad, if we were all shitty, I tell these dudes, just play it to the middle, man. Just hit it to the middle of the fairway. Then it'll work itself out. Yeah.
That's true, man. You played a lot of pro-ams, right? Like
yes.
You played. Who would you say was like your favorite tour pro that you played with? You got a crazy story about that?
I played with some great ones, man. I played with BJ at the Waste Management in Phoenix, and I was hungover from going to a Laker game, and I thought I looked pretty good. Took private jet over there. When I landed, we're on the first tee, he looks at me, goes, "You all right?" Fucking knew I was hungover. Nobody knew. Had these great pants on, great sweater. I looked amazing, man. Hat backwards with some sunglasses. Walks up, "You all right?" I said, He goes, "Yeah." No. Mike Weir was awesome. I played with Jack Nicklaus in Kentucky. Yeah. So I played, with Nick Faldo was great. I mean, and I played at the Sunday at the Masters. Trevor Immelman took me, and Mike Weir took me. Where the Sunday past champion can bring a guest the Sunday before the Masters. So you see Augusta, you know where it is in Georgia, and it says Augusta National welcomes George Lopez. I said, I thought this place was racist. And I didn't see the lady behind the counter right there. Apparently I'm racist, but this place is fine. And then, we stayed overnight one time and I have a picture of Clifford, the first chairman of Augusta. And he's hanging over this fireplace and, it's like some old white man like this. And they said, the guy says, "Look at the eyes. If you move around the room, they follow you." I go, "Yes, they follow us, but do they follow him?" So I think for my style of comedy, I think, the South is the perfect place.
You go to town down there
to make fun of it.
Right.
We were Trevor Immelman and I were in the champions locker room. The first Masters that Tiger went back to after his issues, right? So Tiger's a really strange cat, man. Like around the tournament stuff, because he's been, he's that guy. And he walks in and he just, "Hey, Trev." And he just immediately goes into the bathroom. Like he walks like this, "Hey, Trev," and just goes into the bathroom. And he goes, "Hey, let's go." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "He's not going to leave. He won't get out of the bathroom until we leave." I said, "Get the fuck out." He goes, No. he'll stay in there until we leave. I said, get the fuck. He goes, and I said, let's just stay. He goes, no, let's go. And I think it was true. I think Tiger would have stayed in there. If we would have stayed in there for hours, I think he would have stayed in there.
Damn.
I mean, awkward, man, around, like that's their whole, I mean, around the court, that's your domain. But then 100%. Some cat you see that's a comedian, you're just like, oh shit, he's not the champion. What's he doing in here? Hey. It's
like a
cats are
robot.
odd, man. Yeah. Dudes are odd.
Yeah.
And I don't know if odd helps or it hurts, but whatever, if you're odd and you're really odd, then it might work. But if you just have quirks, that won't make you, a champion. Like, Boo Weekly, or those cats that, are just so different in any sport.
Right.
Sometimes it's real and sometimes it's just that these cats are just.
You need to be extra quirky to work. Extra odd is like a Rain Man.
Yeah, it totally is.
That's
And
what
it
I
can
wanted
be.
to ask you, because especially like with a podcast like this, black guy, Asian guy, white guy, obviously Latino. Did you face anything like that in golf?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I think so. I think the Bob Hope was a little bit in times past. Like when they made me the host, I brought Sam Jackson, I brought Clint Eastwood, I brought Ray Romano, I brought all these Jimmy Kimmel, all those guys, and I don't think that they wanted it to be that far from their hands. Like, also, they didn't bring anybody, I did, and I don't think they wanted to be in a tournament where I would do things without asking them. And it made the tournament better, but not for them. And they're the establishment. They're the guys. They're the Bob Hope, board. And they would decide who came and who didn't come. And then now I was doing it, and they decided to bounce me. And I think it destroyed the tournament. I think it destroyed something that the players love to do, and that was reigniting from the Bob Hope, kind of had died a little bit, reignited. I mean, I got in and out to go to the driving range in 2007, an in-and-out truck to go to the driving range at the Bob Hope. And there was a European guy, and he was eating like some, stuff you'd never see, Vegemite or some shit. I said, hey, man, put that shit down and go out there and get yourself a double-double. He's like, what? He's what? I said, a double-double. That one comes by, he's like 3 of them. He got one under his chin, he got 2 in his, you're like, that. Yeah, it's like in and out. To people who have had it, they love it if you love it. But if you've never had it and you have it on a driving range at a PGA tournament, that's different.
Yeah.
So, I think golf has always kind of been maybe a boutique type sport that tried to get bigger, but I think they're kind of confined a little bit in the rules. I mean, the rules are hundreds of years old, but I think sometimes the thought of people can be backward as well. I don't think it helps. I don't think that helps golf. Serves it well.
I mean, like, to follow up, like what he's saying, right? Like JR, the better I get to know him, and that's like, this is my dog right here, and we have similar, interests and things like that. And just from the short amount of time of playing golf with him, I noticed he's a big advocate for, bringing color into the sport and everything. And I'm obviously going to back him for 100%. But like,
yes.
How do you feel about that, like growing the game, like especially like the way, like us three, we're how do you feel about the game of golf growing, as far as outside the stigma?
Yeah, no, I love it, man. I mean, I've seen it, I've been around it for a long time as a fan, but also it is more colorful, and, Steven's done an amazing job of bringing style to golf and things that, are things that you would see in fashion and want. That's what, just head covers and things that would entice somebody that's young to play, that you look cool playing golf. You wear your hat backwards, hat's bigger, brim's flat, sweater, gloves, shoes, all that stuff is you're going to bring the game along. You're going to doing that helps it. But I think any sport, especially something that's worldwide like golf, can only thrive if it allows everybody to play and wants everybody to feel comfortable playing.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Because when they talked about him going pro, playing college golf and everything, I didn't see any hate anywhere. Steven, all good. As soon as I started to play golf at 49, I'm like, I'm an old man. Why can't I play golf? People hate it. It was crazy. And I don't think it was because I was
What
Asian.
is it though? Like they just.
Even me, like when I started the brand, I only knew like 2 people who played golf in LA when I lived in LA. It was Eric Carlson and Malto, the two skateboarder homies that
Yep.
you guys know as well. But
Yeah.
when I would ask my friends, and I came from New York City, and publishing, marketing, advertising, creative, entertainment, weirdo shit, and then I come out here and all my friends are people like you, and streetwear and fashion and skateboarding shit, and I'd say to people, hey, do you want to go golfing on Wednesday? But I wouldn't get a no. I'd get a hell no. Just a deep down no. Like, why'd you even ask me that?
Like a disgust
Fucking
of it.
weirdo. Yeah,
Right.
like they were disgusted.
Right.
And I lived in New York for 10, 12 years. Like, I didn't golf once. I didn't even tell anybody. Doing creative projects with like Lenny Kravitz and thinking of, we were in the Bahamas doing a project with him, and next door was like a famous golf course. So I knew what was next door, and I was thinking, damn, I want to go over there and play that course. But I was thinking, like, what is this dude going to say when I say I'm leaving you for 5 hours
Right.
to go be with those people on the golf course?
Yeah.
And then I got to come back. You're going to have to hate me after such a thing. And that's literally like where it was, 10 years ago. And I think it's getting better. But like you said, like the establishment it's like, we want this, we want this, we want this. And then sometimes they say, just kidding, let's go play.
Yeah.
Right? It's like just us four.
In the mid 90s, I played at Handsome Dam with O.J. Simpson. And
He plays her a lot, man. Still.
no, of course. I said to him, first thing I said to him was, you ever think you'd be in the situation you would be playing with Mexicans? Because he was a member of Riviera after. And he was like, he got deep in thought. He goes, no, just never looked at me. Do you ever think you'd end up playing golf with all these Mexicans? No. And so everybody's kind of like, because he's got this big barrel swing, kind of quirky, and I'm just like biting my tongue, and then on 18 he comes across it and hits it, yanks it left, and there's when you drive into Handsome Dam, there's just like this hedge there, and you see it rolling around over there, and everybody's looking, and he's like, did anybody see where that went? And I said, the guy's like, I think I saw it. Can I play it? I said, hey, well, look at the good side. You're not in jail. I think he owed me like $12. And I said, do I have to give any of it to Fred Goldman? And the motherfucker said, fuck Fred Goldman. Alleged. Sorry. I've been around a long time, man. I've been around a long time. And when I found out you guys were doing this, I love you guys. And I think you're talking about color and golf. I think this podcast is perfect, and it's exactly what with the social media at the height of where it is. I think this is a great way to get the game out to people and talk about it in a fun way.
Appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate it. Last question, man. Who is your dream foursome?
My dream foursome, alive,
Dead or
Either
alive.
man. I would have played with Elvis Presley for the pharmaceuticals. I used to play with Eddie Van Halen, who I love deeply. And I never knew my dad. I think I'd maybe play with my dad. Try to hit him in the back.
Yeah, give those cookies after that.
Yeah. You know what, man? I've had the honor of playing with some great people, but also cats that I play with just on the regular man are always fun, like you. And it's always supposed to be, it's just fun anyways, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I never played Twilight before until with you. That was
Man.
that was amazing. Hitting the 18th hole, and then it was dark, like right there.
That's my favorite time to play.
Absolutely.
Is when it
And you
starts.
play early.
You know the great thing about Lakeside is though, like we're pulling up 16th or 17th hole, and we're going on the crossing right there, and Nick Jonas and Miles Teller are still trying. They're not going to finish 18, not in the dark, and we're about to. It's getting dark now, and it was just cool. Just every time I play with them, there's always a dope vibe. There's always somebody. Even when I pulled up, it was going to the range, and I can't say the word because it's a word, the cancel culture word. I was walking to the range, and I was like, "Oh, I'm here with G-Lo." And the guy's like, "Yeah, we good. We know you, Ben Ball. It's all good." And the guy's like, "I don't know you," and won't say the word. And I looked over, and it was Joe Pesci, and I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And then he didn't even he just walked away. I was like, "Fuck, man, this guy, dude."
They, Jack Nicholson used to be a member there. He left, and him and Joe Pesci got into it on 9 because Billy Andre, the pro, went to give Jack a tip, and because he was hitting it right, and he says, "I think I can help Jack." Billy had just gotten there, and Joe's like, "Yeah, tell him, motherfucker." And he's like, "Yeah, I think I got a tip for you." And Jack's like, "Yeah. Everybody's got a tip for Jack. well, I got a tip for you, buddy. You can take your tip and shove it up your fucking ass. And his eyes go like this, and then he walks back, and Joe Pesci goes, what's the matter? What do you say? He goes, no, nothing. He goes, what do you say? He goes, told me to shove my tip up my ass. And Joe Pesci jumps out. He goes, hey, you motherfucker, this is my friend, you prick. I don't care who it is. Now you got both those dudes arguing. I'm not going to debate it. Hey, you motherfucker, you say you're sorry. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. You know, like a movie. All because a dude shanked it right. I mean, it's amazing. It's awesome.
Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you so much, George.
Appreciate
Anytime.
I really appreciate it, man.
I love you guys, man. Good luck.
Guys, amazing episode, man. You know, I'm Ben Baller
Smith, excuse me. I
Stephen
know.
Marvin, we'll see y'all.
and the legend George Lopez, part 3.
Now listen, this is what you call a real Latina woman. Curves and beauty. Hey, and hoop earrings. Remind me to jump through those after the show.
Okay, perfect.
Those are beautiful. So somebody found you
Nobody found me.
on the beach. They found you on the beach. You were laying there with your mom.
Laying there with my G-string, you know, like all Latin girls.
You know, if this was another interview, they would say you were discovered. I'm Latino. Where did they find you? But a guy was on the beach and he saw you.
I was young and innocent. I was 17. And they wanted me to do a TV commercial for a Coke. It was for Pepsi, and it became huge in Latin America. And after that, I started getting, like, you know, a lot of job offers. But I was in a Catholic school, a non-school, and they wouldn't let me do anything.
Really? But don't go anywhere. We have the tape of that commercial. I could only show the highlights. Check this out. This is the highlights.
Cuando calienta el sol con un Pepsi bien helada. A toda costa.
I was brand new at that point. Brand new.
And that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about...
No, that was more than, 20 years ago.
Would you ever think of what would have happened? No, but 20 years goes by like that. Would you ever think of what happened if you didn't go to the beach that day?
I would have been a dentist, married, in Barranquilla, Colombia.
Huh? You wanted to be a dentist?
I went to dentist school. I went to the university. I had like 2 more years to go to finish. Yeah.
If you would have been a dentist, there would have been dudes kicking each other in the mouth.
I was not gonna need anesthesia, right?
No, they would just do a root canal with no medicine, just... Wow.
But I didn't finish. You know, I started to get opportunities for work, and then, you know, you wake up every day and you have to think, okay, do I go make money or do I go to class? And
money, huh? So when you went to like Univision or the casting agents would see, what would they tell you?
When I started auditioning in LA, they were like, yeah, she sounds like Latin, she moves like Latin, she, you know, everything, the body is like Latin, but she's blonde.
Yeah.
And it's like they didn't understand. As soon as I put the hair black, oh yeah, now she's so hot and Latin. And so, you know.
And what did they want you to change specifically? What did they think that you...
The hair, I think they didn't understand that they're blonde Latin women.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Naturally. You didn't have that problem because you look more Mexican than a taco, that's for sure. Did you?
That's hilarious. It's gacho and hilarious. That's the double whammy. That's gacho. Where did they find you? At King Taco? But
they didn't find you in the beach with the G-string, no.
No, they didn't find me.
You at King Taco.
If I'm wearing a G-string, it's gonna be like a Z-string. Yep. Ya todo wango, all the elastic worn out. It's not even a G-string, it's just underwear that made a wedgie, you know? I'll need a dental pick to get it out. But did they ask you to? I mean, they always think that because we're curvy that's
You're
wrong.
curvy
Yeah,
too?
I'm curvy too.
Okay.
You know, they wanted me to lose weight because and the breast reduction. They wanted me to get a. Did they think that you should have got a breast reduction?
Yeah, they thought that I was, because they think I was too much and that they were not going to take me serious.
I was too much.
Yeah, but I never wanted to be taken serious. I wanted to do comedy.
Right.
Yeah, so I said, you know what? If they want me like, they were going to want me, but if they're going to give me jobs like this, I'm going to
go
stay
like
this.
Yes. But your mom, and what would your mom say? I don't think, we don't have breast reductions, Latinos, do
No,
we?
my mom is like, God is going to punish you if you take your tits off.
We'll be back with Sofia Vergara, so keep your asses on the couch.
You know, sometimes you can forget tiny details, like, is it possible maybe you were driving too fast?
Who said I was driving fast?
Yeah, who?
I'm looking at the street, and I'm thinking if you were driving a little fast, it's possible that maybe you didn't see the car
You're
that
like everyone else, huh? You blame the Latino driver. Where I come from, they always blame the Latino driver.
Where you come from, isn't everybody a Latino driver?
Back with Sofia Vergara. Hey, congratulations on getting picked up. Modern Family got picked up for a second season.
Yeah, I'm so happy. It's a dream job for me. Fantastic.
Great actors,
Yeah.
great show. And I was telling you in the break that I love that when I saw the pilot that all the characters are great, but that I didn't realize until the end that they were all in the same family.
In the same family,
Yeah.
yeah. But they all have their own thing going on, and then they always at the end, something happens that brings them together.
Right, right. So congratulations on the Golden Globe and the
Thank
SAG
you.
Award nominations
Yes,
for a show that's right off the bat, strong.
Yes. Very lucky to be having so much fun at work, because you know how it is, it's long hours, but when you're working with people that you're having fun and you're having fun, I think that's why everybody's loving the show.
Yes, and does it air in Colombia?
It's about to air in Colombia. It airs in the UK, but you know what? In Colombia, they're having problems now because they translate the whole show in Spanish. And they have somebody that does my voice. And they're like, but we know that's not you. That doesn't sound like you. They're complaining. But it's funny because when I used to see Married with Children, that Al Bundy was in that show, Ed O'Neill, I thought he had this voice like Antonio Banderas. Like sexy. Because that's all I knew. It was always translated by a guy that sounded like Antonio Banderas. And then when I met him, I'm like, I know you know Spanish. I've heard you many times before, but no.
They did my sitcom in Spanish, and I thought that they were better actors than we were.
Really?
It was better. The guy had more flavor.
Yeah.
More flavor. So in Univision, you hosted a game show that people did things for money.
Yeah.
And what was it called?
A que no te atreves.
A que no te atreves.
Sí.
Was it after? And what was the concept of the show?
Nothing. We would dare people to do stuff for money, and usually it wasn't for a lot of money. They just wanted, to be on TV and have their, 15 minutes of fame and have fun.
What kind of stuff would they do? Like?
One guy jumped naked from a helicopter, from a airplane. We did like a big box of cockroaches.
Yeah.
And he was laying there like crazy. We did crazy
Stuff like
things.
that.
Yeah. One time I laid in a bed of snakes.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Vamos. We're gonna play our version, Whip It Out. Will you help me play Whip It Out? Will you stick around? Okay. We'll be playing Whip It Out with Sofia, so don't go nowhere. Hey.
10 on QTV.
All right. You guys have to make Sofia Vergara say whip it out. How about you? Stand up, fool.
Bueno, papi, I'm gonna give you $100 if you drink a shot of habanero hot sauce.
200.
200, yeah.
200.
300 while you're at it.
A ver,
$300.
Stand right here, Miguel.
pa' adentro, pa'
You could
adentro.
blow.
300.
Go ahead. Okay.
Todo.
All done. Okay. There it is.
There we go.
Congratulations. Let's stand over here. You might need a pound of ice cream to ease the pain later.
That's gonna
Hello.
grow hair in his chest.
What's your name? Stand up. What's your name?
Shaylee.
Shaylee? All right.
Shirley, we're gonna give you $100 if you let George write something in your face with a Sharpie. What do you think?
That's easy. I can do that. That's no problem.
You see, so you pay us, then the $100.
Okay. Say whip it out.
Whip it out.
Whip it out.
Dale. It says, Tiger, call me.
Aquí están los $100.
Stand up, Jefe.
Okay.
Stand up.
This one
All
looks
three
like
of
she
you
would
stand
do
up.
anything. Wait, we're too hot.
Are you
That's why
Colombian?
I knew it.
All right, you got a sister
You
here.
see? Okay, $100.
Okay, what do I do?
If you take your brow.
My bra?
Yes.
200.
200.
Well, wait a minute. But all women can take their bra off. What's
Come
that?
on, not in.
Two shirts on and one's tucked in.
Is there a time limit?
She's already doing it.
Is there a time?
15 seconds.
Let me see. It's still warm? Okay. One for each. You're good. Hey, last week we shaved somebody's eyebrows off, so let's do that again.
No, that's me. I have a better idea.
What?
How about you let me shave your goatee? What do you think?
You shave my goatee?
Yeah?
I don't know. How much you give me to shave this off?
Listen, my friends at Big Razor said they would donate $50,000 to your Haiti Relief Fund if you let me shave it right now.
Whip it out.
$50,000. Let's do it.
Okay.
You take this? Wait, we have to do this the elegant way.
You ready?
You're not gonna sue me or
I'm
anything
not.
if something
Go
happens.
easy.
It's a little blood.
Right there in front.
I think I took a little bit out of the lip, but it doesn't matter.
84 years old. And she doesn't want to use the oxygen. She has oxygen. No, mijo. Mira, I'm all right. I can breathe. You ever seen a fish that jumped out of the bowl and he's laying down? But when you fight, she's there. Tell that bitch. And with my grandmother, everything was no. Grandma, no! You don't even know what it is. Yeah, but I know what it's not. And you couldn't talk back. Now kids talk back, you know. No, I won't. I won't. And the mothers, they don't even hit the kids. Listen, listen to here, Piper. I will not. Are you listening to me? Dakota, I'm talking to your sister. Piper. My grandmother give me a putazo. Stand right here. Stand right here. Stand. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? I barely touch you. You can't even touch him because right away he starts crying. Why are you crying? My ear is bleeding. Look, it was bleeding before you got here. I didn't want to tell you. Why are you crying? That's all the moms would say. Mira, cabrón. Why are you crying? I barely touch you. Want me to hit you for real? Come over here. Want me to hit you for real? Mira. My grandmother used to hit me, man, for all kinds. I want ice cream. You want ice cream? No. Ice cream makes me dizzy. Because mira, if you want ice cream, cabrón, I got 31 flavors aquí, cabrón. You want some? One time when I was 6, she backed into me with the car. She was backing a pang out of. And what did she say? Get out of the way! And they would try to bribe you to walk. Hey, you want to go to McDonald's? You want to go to McDonald's? Then walk right. You want to go to McDonald's? Then walk right. Walk right. Walk right. Fucking Lego chuecos. Mira, they don't let kids that walk like that into McDonald's. Walk right. Look at fucking show off. You can't even touch them with a card because right away, what's it? And now that I grew up and I made it, she's all in denial. I never hit you, liar. I can't believe that you tell that people I used to hit you. Mira, I'll get your hair and I'll pull it. I got arthritis. I can't grab you no more, pero. Hey, we're back with Jordan Knight at LopezTonight.com. He's going to answer some questions from the audience, which is filled completely with his fans. Now, what is your name?
Adriana.
Yes, and where did you see New Kids first?
Staples Center.
All right. And what is your question?
I want to know, what is that O face everyone keeps talking about? And
there's a song on my album called O Face for Orgasm Face.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I'm not that old. You have to explain it to me, man. What the hell? Now we're going to have beef? Yes, what is the...
So they inspired the song, actually. I was in the studio on Twitter, and what they do is when we're doing shows, they take pictures of us, and they always get pictures of us like... And they post the pictures, and they always like, look at this old face. Oh, I got the old face. I got the best old face. That kind of thing. So I was in the studio and there was a beat going. It was like a real nice, sexy beat. And I said, let's call this song O Face, inspired by you all.
There you go. Great question. You can stay. Next question. Name?
Hi, my name is Annabelle Martinez. The first time I saw you was in Staples Center, 2008. And my question.
First time.
The first time. My family was too poor to buy me tickets when I was young, so I had to wait till I could actually afford it.
That's all right, but you're with them now.
But
so.
I'm with them now.
Okay,
exactly.
good. What's your question?
Well, my question is, I want to see a gordita in your next music video. How do I get the female lead?
Your face is precious. Wait a minute. He thinks it's something off Taco Bell menu. Explain.
El gringo.
Explain to him what a gordita is.
Gordita means chunky, fluffy, you know, full figure.
Wait a minute.
Voluptuous. Voluptuous.
Can you promise that on your next video you'll have some thick girls on there?
Thick girls?
Yeah.
Can I be the lead? I mean.
Yeah. Get it poppin'.
Your face is hilarious. Okay, there you go. So you know,
Call me.
stay fit. Send a tweet as soon as you get.
DM me. What's your
You
Twitter
don't
name?
follow me. Sharite.
What is it?
Sharite.
Spell it.
SHA_RIGHT.
Okay, now you're gonna get hate tweets. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You told everybody your Twitter name.
You're gonna get a DM from him.
Yeah. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. It's kind of always been something that I've wanted to do. Is like, you know, kind of like get the fans in a video of ours.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think that. And if you're looking for a gordito, I think I know one. Okay, so who's next? Young lady here with her purse. We're not gonna take your purse.
Audrey.
And
Audrey.
I know Audrey.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi, George.
Hi.
I first saw you guys, Universal Amphitheater, like 1988.
Go ahead.
I begged my parents to take me.
Way back. All right.
How old were
Keeping
you?
it real.
I was maybe 12. Yeah.
See, I didn't
My
know.
dad was sitting in the third row, 6'3", with the Budweiser, like, what the hell is going on? And I love him for that.
Did you love it?
I love my dad for doing that for me.
Yeah, that was
I
very
always
nice that he did
remember,
that.
yeah.
Did he get tore up?
Probably.
Because I know if I had a okay. Anyway, so what is your question?
Well, I have had a crush on Jordan for like over 20 years, and
Oh.
I was just wondering who his celebrity crush is.
Have you dated celebrities?
No. I've been with my woman for a long, long time.
Very nice. Is it so long that you're not allowed to have a celebrity crush? Because sometimes if you're around long enough,
What do they call them? I don't know what they call them. Celebrity crushes. I guess that's what they call them.
Who is somebody that you're fond of?
When I was young, when I was like, you know, when we first broke in the New Kids, I was crazy about Alyssa Milano.
Yeah. All right. And me, Hillary Clinton. No. All right. Thank you very much. Good question. We might have to lower the microphone for the next two.
Hi, I'm Christine Kennedy, and my first New Kids concert was at Great Woods in Mansfield, Massachusetts, in the late 80s. So I begged my parents to bring my two brothers and my mom and my dad, and that was in a long time
Everybody
ago.
went in the same car?
Yeah, we're
All right.
Filipino. We all roll together.
Filipino. What is your greatest memory of that show?
My greatest memory was just that.
How about when they first came out and you saw them for the first time? What was that like?
Because I'm a Boston girl, I was like, those are my homeboys.
Right on. Yeah, Boston.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so
All right.
just seeing them up on stage, and they grew up where I grew up, so it was amazing.
Beautiful. What is your question?
My burning question is, and I think he knows, maybe not.
How am I supposed to know?
Do you manscape?
what I love about Jordan? He said, they can ask me anything. I love that about him. Most people would say, let me see the questions, but
I'll just say it's not the 80s anymore. Those old movies, it's a little bushy in those things.
Now, here's a question. I think your follow-up question would be, is it professionally done or is it
Wax or shave? I don't know.
What's that?
Wax or shave? I don't know.
No wax. No wax. I'm not gonna be sitting there like it's not going down.
I got it.
I saw his crack. Okay. And it was clean as a whistle, like a baby's bottom. Just papang. I wish I had some powder. Final question. Thank you. Is there follow-up, Filipinos? For all the Filipinos?
Keep it tidy.
Okay, and we get smaller. We get smaller.
My name is Cynthia Lopez, and my first concert was at the LA Forum in the 80s. And
how old are you, by the way? Can I ask?
29.
Okay. Yeah. Because you know what? I found a Barbie by my car. I thought it might have been yours. What is? I found like a leg and a shoe, and I thought. All right. What is your question?
Jordan, you're into yoga. Can you show George how to do the downward dog or another yoga move?
Downward dog.
Or any other yoga move.
Will you do a downward dog for all these sick women, please?
I don't want George seeing my crack again, so.
They're all hanging out.
How about I do this?
Jordan Knight. Great.
Estrada with the mustache. I'm not Paul Rodriguez. I'm the guy right now. Those guys had their time. They're over. They're done. You want to see those guys, go to the Morongo Sun or go to some Indian casino and you'll find them there. I'm the guy who's on TV. The wealthiest of all Latinos.
And what are you doing down here?
I came to see Howard, man. I mean, Howard is my guy. So I think enough bad stuff has happened to me in my life that they offered me a chance to be on the show.
Now, word is you're a huge fan.
The word, that's right. The word is I'm a huge fan. I just bought a new car, a Porsche, that must come with Sirius Radio, or else I wouldn't have closed the deal.
Now, what do you expect from Howard today?
I expect to make him laugh. I expect to just see Radio Mecca. You know, I did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson in '91, but to me, this is a bigger equivalent than that. I mean, that pales in comparison to just going in there and hanging out with Howard.
George Lopez is in a new movie. He's got a TV show, too. New movie's called, I keep hearing about this movie. I don't know anything about it. The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D, opening
Yeah, it's
today.
a new,
Kids thing?
yeah, with, what's the guys from Spy Kids?
There's the guy, George Lopez. That's him.
Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, Robert Rodriguez put that together. I got that shirt that you're wearing. How you doing, George?
It's a nice one. I'm good, Howard. How are you, brother?
Pleasure to have you on.
Thank you. It's really an honor to be here. What's up, Robin?
Hey, how you doing?
You know what? I just want to say that, kiss ass right off the bat. I think that you invented reality television 10 years before everybody thought of doing reality television. When you had your television show on, and it used to come on Channel 13 in Los Angeles, that was truly reality with whores and with drunks.
Yeah, you remember that show.
Absolutely. Not only remember it, my wife has tapes of it somewhere, and I went and spent an hour. You know, not only did I find some of my old porn, but I found most of her family videotapes that I told her I never saw because she wanted duplicated on DVD. I just didn't have the time to do that.
Send me some of those old tapes because
They were fantastic.
I don't own them.
They were fantastic,
I
man.
wanted to put them out on like my old Channel 9 show. I
Right,
wanted
it would have been a great box set.
And you know, it was on right at the time, and you'd get home around 1:30, and you'd had a few drinks, and you'd go to Channel 13, and it was on. It was like the perfect, you know, instead of having a bowl of cereal, let's watch Howard and a bunch of drunks and whores
that was
battle it out in
show.
Hollywood Squares, you know.
I don't think I could ever duplicate that show again.
That show was amazing.
You know, I would go do that again, but we'd have to not be on the radio.
Right, it'd
I
have to
couldn't
be
do
your
both.
only job.
But you know, now they find people, they audition people. I mean, you just got people right off the street, man.
Yeah,
There's
there
a
were
dude
no,
in his own
no
vomit. Hey.
pre-interviews, no auditions. Yeah.
You know?
I do kind of watch reality TV now, and I go, you know, we shouldn't have been so lazy about it. We would have had that whole market cornered.
Oh,
The worst.
from American Idol on.
I know.
The best is when you see something like Extreme Makeover, where they take an ugly ass person and they have an ugly ass husband, and then they make the wife beautiful, then they return them back to the ugly ass husband.
Yeah. What's he supposed to do?
Right, what's he going to do with
He's
that?
like, hey, give me back my ugly wife. This one's going to leave me. What am I going to do with her? You got a feeling, though, after they leave that reality show in about a week, they're going to revert back to being ugly.
Exactly.
Again.
I mean, it's all all the staples and the stitches come out, and then they just go back to eating pie again. You know, sitting on the front porch watching cars go by.
Hey, before we get to your movie and all that stuff, because I'm sure you're excited about that, this kidney thing is wild.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, I was literally dying, and my wife decided to give me a kidney. And from the beginning, from the time, see, I was born with this congenital kind of narrowing of the ureters, and I wet the bed a lot. And instead of, you know,
well, hold on a second. You were a bedwetter when you were a kid.
I was bedwetter when I was a
and
kid.
Growing up poor, growing up in the hood. I mean, if word gets out that you're peeing the bed, it could be curtains for you, right?
Well, it was curtains because, you know, my grandmother made me hang the sheets out with the stain facing most of the neighbors.
Oh,
most families, when they have a bedwetter, they try to humiliate the kid into not wetting the bed.
Yeah, because they think it's just something, you're too lazy to stop.
Exactly. My grandmother would say, "Why do you think you wet the bed?" And then my grandmother would say, "Because he's stupid, that's why."
Yeah, like
if he would concentrate, then he wouldn't wet the bed. But, you know, and she'd go, "I don't know why you're going to flip the mattress. There's a bigger stain on the other side."
Great. And they'd hang it out there, and they figured if all your friends saw it, you would stop wetting the bed.
Exactly. And there was another kid that
you should have said to her, "Listen, you bitch, why don't you take me to
the
a doctor?
I got narrowing ureters, you bitch."
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I'm doing it.
I'm doing everything I can.
I'm trying to hold it in, which is even worse. That's what made me toxic. Is when you hold it in, you're just backing the urine into your kidneys.
System.
And I was toxic my whole life.
So since you were a kid, I read somewhere you had to go to the bathroom like 20 times a night. Like you had to keep getting up and going to the bathroom. It was horrible. Even through your early years of being married, all that kind of stuff.
I used everything. Fiji bottles, Arrowhead.
But did you stop wetting the bed?
Yes, I did.
Even when you were married, did you stop wetting the bed?
Occasionally, it squirted out a little bit.
So would your wife get mad at you? Would she say, "Listen, honey,
She
I love you"?
understood.
But
My wife was, our bed was so big at that time. She's on the dry side, way on the other side.
Did she ever say, "Hey, wait a second, the bed's a little smelly"? Or did she ever take the sheets and hang them out the window, try and embarrass you?
No, she didn't do what my grandmother did to me.
Well, you had a pretty tough life. Your parents sort of abandoned you.
Yeah,
my
father left when I was 2 months, and he was a migrant farm worker. And this is really funny because you figure most migrant farm workers are really hard-working, decent dudes. My father was the laziest farm worker. And, I would always say that he would just pick enough lettuce for himself.
Right, you can't do that when you're working.
Couple
the field.
tomatoes, I'm done.
He migrated away from the family.
He did. He totally left.
He took your birth certificate
and some clothes and some other things. 2 months when I was born, and I never saw him again.
Why did your dad take your birth certificate?
You know why? Because I think he had other children in Mexico, and I think he wanted to use my birth certificate for one of those kids so that they would be a citizen.
Wow.
So then your mom marries a dude, she runs off with him and leaves you with your grandma.
Well, not only did my mom marry a dude, my mom married a dude who was like literally 60 years older than she was. And that was so embarrassing to me to have my mom be like 30 and have some dude that looks, like the crypt keeper driving you to school, man. I would duck down, and not only was I holding in my pee, I was pretending to tie my shoes at the same time.
We sometimes talk about, people who have children later in life and how weird that is for the kid. You actually lived it.
If this dude had sperm, it came in a freeze-dried version.
Did your mom run off with him and have to start a whole other family with him?
I have two stepsisters who consider me brothers, but believe me, I haven't seen them forever, and I don't even want to get associated with them. I don't want to get associated with my mother.
It's like the old dude didn't want to have you for his son, so he went off, started a whole new family, and your mom just left her son.
Yeah, exactly.
You
mom was wacky from back then, man. I mean, she fell out of a car when she was 13, got epilepsy.
Wow.
You know, when that was
you get that you fall out of a car, you get epilepsy.
Well, I don't know
It
what
depends
the
on what part of your brain you hit.
You just knocked right on the head, man.
Wow.
You know, it's one of those. It's one of those situations where she's leaning against the camper door. Remember the old style camper doors?
Yeah.
She's leaning against the camper door. The light turns green. The camper door opens, and she just flips.
You know, our parents always said that would happen. I never heard of it actually happening.
Wow. I wish I had a video of that.
Oh, so do I, man.
Do you
just land on the street, and not only that, the driver doesn't know you fell out of the car.
Yikes!
They get there and they count. They get to the park and they count people. They're missing one. You know.
I
So
always am
who
amazed.
raised him? It sounds
His
like
grandma.
he was completely left.
His
My
grandma.
grandmother.
You can't stand her either, right?
My grandmother is, you know, now she's demented. You know, my grandma's 85 years old, the most ungrateful bitch in the world. You know, I'm rebuilding her house from the ground up. Literally, it's cost me $60,000. I take her over there just to show her because she's demented. She's like, when is my house gonna be ready? I'm cold. So I take her over there. There's no carpet. There's central air. They're putting a new roof. She gets in the car and she goes, that looks horrible. I'm like, you bitch, we're fixing it. That's what it looks like when it's a month away. It's progress.
It's a work in progress.
But you know, but the thing is that she's demented and she knows I'm on TV, but she thinks I'm Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond.
No.
Right. She didn't even know who you are.
She didn't even know.
pay
She's like,
attention to
where's
the
your
show.
brother? Where's the tall guy that your brother?
But you find humor in this, but it is a painful life. I mean, when your mom and you know,
Everybody leaves.
I can't believe the dad doesn't even get in touch with you for money. You know what I mean? That's the worst. So now you're feeling good when you have this kidney problem your whole life.
Yeah,
you were in danger of dying, right?
I really was, and we were still doing the show, and I don't think anybody knew that how close I was to dying. But you know, I had an 18% kidney function. This is how bad it got. I went to Cedars in February, and the guy says, Dr. Sinman says, while you're here, why don't I take a look at your kidneys? Why don't we do an ultrasound of your kidneys?
Right.
So I lift my shirt up. He puts gel on the back. My kidneys don't even show up on the ultrasound. That's how small they are.
Wow. So, so the only thing your mom gave you was bad genetics.
Bad genetics.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the guy says to me, the doctor says to me, tell you the truth, Mr. Lopez, I don't even know how you're walking around.
Wow.
But the thing was that, you know, I had waited my whole life to get an opportunity to do my show. I wasn't going to go down because I was sick. I mean, I knew that my wife was going to match, and I knew that, you know, eventually April 19th was going to be the surgery, and all I just had to do was make it to April 19th.
How did you know your wife was going to match?
Well, you know, she was the only one tested. She was the only one who wanted to be tested, and believe it or not, you know, she matched. I don't, and it's
she said she felt she knew.
She knew from 7 years ago when she knew I needed
What do you
a
want,
kidney.
Dan?
Yeah, actually, Robin just asked my question, but how rare is it that two people's kidneys will match? Is it blood type, tissue type?
It's everything, all enzymes, blood type, tissue type, and she matched, and not only matched, but an excellent match. And here's the crazy part: is most people only have one artery that go to a kidney. My wife Ann has two arteries, which is 20% of people in the world. They have two arteries. So I have two arteries, and my kid, I have like a super kidney. You know, I have like a kidney that works twice as hard.
All right, so now you owe your. I mean, you
I owe
can
everything.
divorce your wife.
Yeah,
you could never get a divorce.
But you know, the thing is,
You're laughing.
I'm not going to get a divorce.
That's our whole rap on you.
You
It's
can't
like,
get a divorce.
You
What are
could
you talking-
never
she'll
get a
take back her
divorce.
kidney.
Yeah, I mean, once your wife. What's your marriage story? Was Robin right? There was a point where you guys almost broke up at some point.
Well,
in
she
your marriage?
kicked my ass out of the house. Yeah.
She did? Why were you being bad?
I was drinking and I was out, you know, and in clubs and stuff. And you know, the thing was,
You got crazy.
The thing about Mexican guys and about comedians in general, and when you're Mexican, it's worse. Is that you have this self kind of you want to do yourself in. So I was drinking. I knew I was sick. I was just kind of I was kind of trying to destroy myself, and she was the only person who ever wanted to save me. My family would have been happy. Yeah, I told you we were going to kill himself drinking, you know.
Right, yeah. We'll
they were
get his
just
money.
waiting for me to do something wrong.
So, in other words, your wife was giving you tough love. She said, "Hey, listen,
You can't
George,
stay here like that.
yeah, I'm not going to put
Howard,
up with this."
She packed everything in this car. I had a 90 Volvo 850 turbo that I got with money I had from Disney. She packed that car so tight. It was literally looked like a NASCAR from the 60s when only the driver fit. for me to hit park and put it into drive, I probably knocked over 4 of my sweaters. You know,
everything you own was in that car.
That car was packed so tight. I couldn't even see out of the rearview mirrors.
So that was it. The marriage was over. How did you win her back? I mean, thank God you won her
Well,
back.
I went back to this condo that we were staying at, and I, you know, had this crib that my daughter Maya was was in, and it was incomplete. I took half of it apart, and I was sleeping on this air mattress,
a crib mattress,
a crib mattress, and
were you seeing other women at this point? Or
no,
nothing like
just
that.
drinking and just torturing myself. So what happened was that I look at this crib every day, and then it reminded me of all the guys that I grew up with and all the fathers of all my friends,
right,
who had pissed away their lives. And I said, am I going to be one of those guys?
You had an epiphany.
And I had an epiphany. Not only that, she made me go to the house and spend time with my daughter all day, and I thought, I better straighten out because I'm here all the time anyways, man.
Right, yeah, you might as well live there.
It's just embarrassing to leave,
So when your wife gives you the kidney, what do you do? I mean, this is it. You gotta behave. You gotta be the perfect husband.
Here's the thing, Howard. everybody now says to me, "Well, God, you have to." They're all white people in the neighborhood. Everybody that walks by the house and sees me outside.
Well, you're a wealthy man now from the TV show.
I live in a great neighborhood, and they go, "You must have to be so nice to your wife now that she's giving you a kidney." And I'm like, "Not as nice as I had to be before she gave me the kidney."
Yeah, that's right.
Now I can do anything I want. You don't like my attitude? You should have bought that before you gave me the kidney.
But the great thing is, you're a different man now. Your health is good.
Yeah.
You feel good. You say even your appetite is different.
I'm losing weight because I'm losing weight the right way because I'm working out. I'm in the gym, and this mustache and goatee, whatever it looks like, is testosterone fuel. This is part of the results of the prednisone that I'm taking. So it's all steroid. I could never grow a mustache in my life, and now
I was going to say this facial hair is new.
I look like Cheech from Up in Smoke, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're a different man.
Yeah,
this
I'm a different
great.
guy, and I appreciate her more, and I appreciate my daughter Maya more, and it's really just to have a chance at life now.
And now you don't pee in the bed, or you don't.
Now, so for old time's sake, sometimes I squirt a little out, man.
Once in a while, you pee in the bed just to remind yourself of what it was like. Keep your wife in line. No, honey, I'm going to pee in the bed just for you. This is an amazing story.
It really is a life. I mean, she really saved my life, and I believed at that point that I didn't have a life worth saving, man. I thought, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to go down. That's why when we were doing the show, most of the cast is great. The woman who plays my wife, Constance Marie, and the woman who plays my mother, Belita, and Valente, and the other characters. But there's always one. I'm not gonna say who it is, but just imagine the list. There's always one that gives you a hard time.
Right.
And I had just no tolerance because I was dying.
Right.
I had no tolerance for somebody who wasn't prepared to be at the show. So the only time I was mean is when I felt that people were screwing around when I'm holding the secret in that I'm dying.
Right.
And we're trying to do this show, and then somebody's pissing away their time.
Right. Yeah, it makes you angry.
Tell me, what was it? Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. So
produces your show, right?
Yeah, Sandra Bullock discovered me, and it's still around. As a matter of fact, tonight in Los Angeles, I'm giving her and her sister Gazina an award for women in film.
How's she looking? Would you? I mean, I know you can't bone her, but
no, I can't. But Jesse James is, and you know what? Sandy's hot, man. She's hot. Yeah, absolutely, man. She's hot.
I think I almost had a shot with her, but I was married at the time. She invited me down. I came down to see her on a movie set. I forget what movie she was shooting. It looked like maybe she wanted to get some from
Mohawi?
From Mohawi. But then again, I took a look in the mirror. I said, no way. I know.
I was delusional.
Whenever you're going to get somebody hot.
Crazy.
Yeah, whenever you're going to get somebody hot, never look at yourself in the mirror.
No, it's a big mistake. I went shopping yesterday. I got a good, one of those three-way mirrors. I got a good look at myself. I go, I never saw an Adam's apple like that on any human being ever, except for Ichabod Crane.
Oh, no.
So Sandra Bullock came to a comedy club
That's
one
right.
night.
It's a 24-hour fitness now in Irvine, in Brea.
I heard she was producing a show. She heard your stories of, your life growing up in a poor neighborhood, being a Mexican guy growing up. And she said, I could never write anything this funny. His stories are better than anything we could write. And she believed in you.
And
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
And even back then, even till today, I mean, she's been the best, one of my biggest supporters. Other than my wife has been a complete biggest supporter of my career.
So when Sandra Bullock sees you do stand-up, and she says, hey, I want to do a TV show with you, then what happens? You go off and you write the TV show?
Then we go off and we started having meetings, her and I, and then there's this her attorney she has, this guy named Cliff Gilbert Laurie, who absolutely represented Sandy, but also represented Bruce Helford, who did Drew Carey, and he thought, why don't I put these two together? So we had a meeting, Sandy and I and Bruce.
What is
Helford.
Bruce, a writer?
He's a showrunner. He created Drew Carey.
Okay.
And worked on Roseanne. So we had a meeting at Warner Brothers, us three, and he came to see me, and he saw my stand-up and said, man, this guy's great, so let's do a deal.
Wow.
So then we went to Warner Brothers, and a year later, ABC saw us, and then, we had the deal for the show.
When a chick like that takes an interest in you, are you thinking, hey, she wants to bang me? I mean, were you ever confused by any of that?
You know what? Nobody's ever wanted to bang me, so there is no confusion whatsoever.
You're never confused?
Even just the woman who played, just a woman who is my wife, you know.
Just for the record, Fred wants to bang you, just so you know. You can feel very good
There
about
is
that.
one other
Good. All right, I'll do
There's
it.
another person.
I'll do it.
All right, so talk to me about this. You were upset that the Michael Jackson trial, evidently you were called in to testify.
I was. So
which
was
is
my
why-
wife.
Yeah, so was your wife.
Yeah.
And you were upset with who portrayed you on the E! Show?
Well, I thought the dude looked more like Scott Peterson than he looked like George Lopez. That guy wasn't even Latino, man. How hard is it to find a Mexican in L.A.? You can throw a rock and hit 5 of them.
Why not give a job to a Latino for to play you in the trial?
So the guy is looks like Scott Peterson, and I had some pretty good one-liners in court, man.
Right? Did you tune in to see yourself portrayed?
Absolutely,
You did.
absolutely. So
Yeah, you didn't stay tuned for the whole thing, but you wanted to see your part.
Well, we were watching in my dressing room at Warner Brothers. My wife was in Pebble Beach at our other house, and I know she's watching. All of a sudden, they show my wife, and it's just the thickest, nastiest, greasiest person that looks like she's in a Lane Bryant top.
Oh no!
She looks like Mindy from Facts of Life. My wife went in a what's that color, man? Chartreuse, Saint John knit with Chanel glasses. She had big breasts that are bouncing as we walk in.
Yeah.
And then you just see Mindy from the Facts of Life,
Dressed horribly.
and she sounds like an accent because sometimes you have to say no, and she's like no. It's like somebody who just got off the raft in Miami going, are you from Cuba? No.
Do you think that they just pulled in some janitor or something
The lady looked like, if I wasn't there, you can't smell the Lysol through the TV, but believe me.
Wow.
The cleaning woman.
This is the cleaning woman.
Maybe-
And my wife says to me, she calls me up frantic, and I'd already seen it. She goes, did you see the E! portrayal? And I go, no, I didn't see it. She goes, oh my God, the woman who played me. I go, I haven't seen it. And I had seen it.
Tell her not to worry, no one watches it.
Yeah, I was just trying to kill time.
Right, but I could see where that would bother you. So what was the story here?
Yeah, well, how did
when
you know
when you're
the
sitting
boy?
but when you're sitting in court, did you take a look at Michael Jackson?
Yes, I did.
You did. Is it weird to see him staring at you?
You know what the weirdest thing, and I don't even know if a lot of people know this, but when Michael Jackson goes on tour, the dude has tape over all 10 fingers.
That's right.
And everybody thinks, why does he have tape over 10 fingers? And I will tell you why. This is the real reason. Because Michael Jackson is African American, and there's one place that you can't tint.
That's right.
And you can't taint is
It's
under your
the
fingernail.
nails.
You are
He is
absolutely
still
right.
black under his fingernails. So his fingernails look like Vincent Price in House of Wax.
You are so right. I had a meeting with him one time. I wrote about this in my book, and I talk about his face melting and the nose thing and everything. But I realized why the tape. When one of the fingers wasn't taped, you could see there was black skin under his fingernails.
That's right.
There's no black skin under my fingernails.
Yes.
Well, you're not vellum.
black.
If you were white, you would see
If
that.
we
That would
dyed
show
you
up as
white,
black.
that would look
That
more
would
black.
look black.
Yes.
All right.
Trust us, we know.
You guys have studied this.
We know. I've been there. I've been in the main room.
We've taken black people and dyed them white.
So I go in there, But here's the funny part, man, is that we get there, and there's all the zealots are out in front, but there's one black woman who's sitting against the fence, kind of leaning like she's been shot, and she's got a puppet like this Gary puppet in her hand, but it's of Michael Jackson,
Right.
and it's that big. It's just like a lifelike Michael Jackson, and the Michael Jackson puppet's upside down, and she's sleeping in between, and it almost looks like Willie Tyler and Lester between shows, like she's upside down.
Well, there is a group of people who hang out
And they
outside.
say it's growing, this group.
Yeah.
Since the,
Do you think he
deliberation
pays them?
started.
I mean, it's an odd
They're
group
just
of people.
who are just obsessed with this cat. They come from all over the world. So I get out of the limousine,
Right.
and they're going, "Hey, George Lopez," and they're yelling at me, and people are yelling all my slang. You remember, right now, and they're yelling all this stuff.
All the stuff from the
But there's one voice that's louder than the other, and it goes, "Don't touch boys' private parts. Don't touch boys at me." And I'm look back, and I'm like, "What the hell are you telling me? The guy you want is inside. Don't yell at me."
Well, you didn't do anything. You're not on trial.
I know.
Everybody else knows.
So people think if you're appearing at the trial, maybe you touch some
Yeah,
boys.
I'm like, I touch nobody. I don't touch myself.
Was Michael smiling at you?
Yes, he was.
He
You know,
was
he wants to
giving you
give
the
it a
eye?
shot. He was giving me the eye.
Well, he heard
And
you
then
used to be
and then
hairless.
and then he was doing this with the fingers, and I'm like, that I started to look away, man, because it's just. I think Michael Jackson is in so much trouble that he just tries to to make a connection with anybody who's on the witness stand. Like please like
It's
me.
almost desperation.
Well, it's
right?
like, hey, don't throw me under the bus here, you know?
And I think I'm still under the gag order, but for you, Howard, I'll do
even
time.
care.
I don't
You
care. What the
do
hell?
time for this.
What happens if you break the gag order? Will they put you in jail?
Could.
You know, I'll
For
find out when
contempt.
I get back to L.A. later this afternoon.
You got a lawyer. He'll figure it out.
So I go in there and I'm looking for Michael Jackson. I walk in there and it's really kind of quiet and kind of dark and it's smaller than you think, you know. So all the pool reporters are on one side. I walk in, I go out to the front, and I still don't see Michael Jackson. So I go over to the corner and he's kind of tucked away in this cove, and he literally looks like a nutcracker at Christmas, something you see in the front of FAO Schwartz, man.
He's got the uniform kind of thing going on.
He's got the armband. He looks like the nut. I mean, this dude dresses Howard like the Captain and Tennille at the same time. Man.
He's got both outfits.
And he's the whitest dude in court. He's the whitest guy in court.
And he's got the hair and the...
He's got the hair. He's got the sunglasses. I mean,
It's
you know.
wild.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
I mean, he's the color of vellum. He's not even white anymore. He's vellum. He's like almost grayish.
I sat about as close as I'm sitting to you, maybe even closer, with him in a room. And when I saw the nose and the makeup melting, and it's a weird scene, but what do you think? Do you think, I mean, you were there. Do you think he'll walk?
You know what? I don't think so, man. I think this time he's gonna get
Really?
put away. Yeah, I think because I think I was there the day that they allowed the prior acts in. That was the day I testified, which was a huge day in court.
Well, wait a minute now. The jury has been out now for 5 days.
I think that's good for him.
You think that's good for
I
Michael?
absolutely do. I think that while, you know, he might be up to something, I think juries today need to see videotape of him diddling someone before they'll actually
They need to
convict.
see the smoking pair of underwear. I don't think they have that.
They don't have the smoking
They
pair
don't
of
have the
underwear. That's the
smoking,
thing. So
you know.
we'll see. Who knows? Did you look over the jury? Did you try
I
to
did.
size them up a little bit?
I looked at the jury, and there was a Chicano dude there with a shaved head. I thought, okay, he's going to vote for him for innocent, you know.
Yeah.
And there's
why is that? Because you feel he just would vote innocent no matter what.
Us in the judicial system, you know.
What the hell innocent?
Something's up, right?
But I don't expect. Here's the thing: I don't expect riots. You know, I don't expect the Rodney King. I don't expect L.A. to.
You don't.
Now maybe some Asian people will go crazy. Michael Jackson looks more Asian. You know, maybe some Korean store owners will burn their own stores down.
You think that the Asian community
will go
relates
nuts?
more.
Yeah.
They've adopted Michael.
There could be some stars flying out around L.A. People getting hit by stars.
Ninjas.
That's good. Oh, I love it. You ever get in legal trouble when you were a kid and things were rough?
I had a couple of drinking while under the influence of alcohol.
Yeah.
Here's the greatest one. I got pulled over for drunk driving one time, and I blew into the alcohol breathalyzer, and I blew 2.2. Yeah, 2.3. You know what my grade point average was in high school was 2.2.
You beat your grade point average.
I was drunker than my grade point average.
But
man.
now you're a successful guy. You got money. We got to talk about the movie in a second. Now you got money. Now you must have a big mansion.
I do have a
somewhere.
great house. Here's the thing. I live. I'm not gonna say where I live, but I got a huge Mexican-style house in the middle of this block. And my neighbors now, you know, they've never lived near a Mexican, so I think pretty much they're gonna think it's gonna be like da 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 da. You know, that thing. You know, George, your rooster got loose last night. You know.
You would think there could be a lot of music
Like that.
Yeah, right?
Like that. You know.
But they realize that all people are the same now, and that
No, not really.
No, they don't realize
You know,
that.
I joined this country club, and this guy comes over to me and he says, "Some of the I love the chickens, by the way.
Yes.
Some of the neighbors think that your fence is too high." And I told them, "You tell those people that if they want some, they can come and buzz my door, and I'll kick all of their asses." I mean, I still got ghetto in me in this neighborhood, you know.
But do they accuse you of sending the real estate values down? Do they?
You know, Howard, it's the biggest house on the block, and absolutely not. But I know they think that marijuana bought the house.
Right, and there's no convincing them otherwise.
Yeah.
Are you friendly with any of the neighbors? Some
You know
of them
what?
must be very famous.
There's a dude named Bobby a couple of houses down, but it's a very celebrity-laden street, may I say.
But
Who's on your street?
Who you got?
Should I say?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jenny Garth.
Wow. From
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Nice. I would do
All
her.
the Jen.
Hillary Duff.
Wow. And you see them running
Damon
around?
Wayans. I see him running around. Yeah,
Wow.
Damon Wayans. Andy Garcia is a couple blocks away. He and I can't live on the same street because it's considered a duplex if two Latinos live on the same block.
Right. Yeah. That might be too much for the block.
The goat, you know, we'll change our oil in the front yard. One day I'm going to change the oil in my front yard just so they can drive the neighbors
You
crazy.
know, they're lucky you don't have much family, because if you had the whole family coming over, it would be wild.
You know that when I grew up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, the funniest thing was that they would have bouncy houses in the front yard, but the bouncy house was bigger than the regular house. Man.
What about you and Andy Garcia starting a gang or something?
We should,
to
man.
terrorize the neighborhood.
Yeah, and Cheech. Me, Andy Garcia, and Cheech.
So now you're in the big house. This is all going well. The TV show is, I heard, 5 episodes away from going into syndication.
So we're 8 away from being to 88. But they could syndicate at 88, but this year we'll get to 100. And
that's when the big money comes, right?
And I have thank you, and I have points in that. Thank
Good
you.
For you. I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
Sounds like you had a tough time, man.
I can't believe of all the people who are even my family hates me because I made it. I just want them to know I'm surprised I made it.
Right. Well, the fact is, how many Mexican guys, Latino guys, make it on television?
Nobody.
And you're not the traditional good-looking Latin lover type. I mean, it's you got there on your brain and on your humor.
The only time we're on TV really is when we've lost our baby and the all points bulletin, the Amber Alerts out.
You see a lot of your friends on there. George Lopez is in something. Now, I've been reading about this movie. I don't know anything about it, but I keep seeing the name.
I just saw a preview, and the name is interesting.
The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D. Is it in 3D?
It's in 3D. It's awesome 3D too.
You get 3D glasses.
Yeah, you get 3D glasses. And Robert Rodriguez is a brilliant filmmaker and the greatest guy alive, man. Really,
I interviewed him a couple of times.
Love him.
He is the guy. This is a great story. Robert Rodriguez wanted to get a start as a director.
Yeah.
He didn't have any money. He was a poor guy. He used to donate his body to medical science to do experiments on in order to raise money for his first film. And then he really he
took
hit
off.
it. He took off.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
I mean,
El Mariachi.
That's a hardcore dude, huh?
El Mariachi, and then he did Desperado, which was just like El Mariachi, but a bigger version of it with Selma Hayek and Antonio Banderas. This is how tough. Robert told me he had to sell Selma Hayek and Antonio to the studio because they were like, they don't speak English. He goes, but they're going to be big stars.
That's right. But then the big movie he had was that kids
Sin
movie.
City.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids, right?
So this is kind of like the Spy Kids genre. Shark Boy and Lava Girl is about dreaming. This kid Max who dreams Shark Boy and Lava Girl, and then they come to life, and then they go into this kind of 3D world where I play Mr. Electric, who's the evil.
You're the bad guy.
I'm the evil bad guy.
You're a cartoon voice.
I'm actually. I look like an alarm clock with my face in an alarm clock. If an alarm clock could be pissed off, that's what I look like.
So this is not a cartoon.
No, it's not. It's a real live action, computer generated CGI kind of movie.
And this is the first time Rodriguez took his kid's story.
Racer Max.
It's the first kids movie ever really written by a kid.
Right.
So when I go in the theater, I wear 3D glasses. You hand me 3D glasses.
Hand you glasses.
And things come flying at me on the screen.
That's fantastic, man. And you know what it is? It's about dreams.
I like that.
Dreaming with your eyes open. I think everybody will enjoy the movie, especially as cynical as we become in this world. That something simple about reconnecting with what is your ultimate dream and dreaming with your eyes open and dreaming a better dream. Thank you for the music, Fred.
By the way, can every theater show this? I mean, 3D. Don't you need special projectors or something?
Something. We're antiquated with the movie, the projectors. So you have to wear the old-fashioned 3D glasses. But IMAX has the polarized where they're clear, and then the movie just comes to life. But it's true. The effects are brilliant. However you see it.
I did 3D on Butt Bongo Fiesta.
That's right. We did it for television.
I did it a couple of years ago when I did Butt Bongo Fiesta, and I did. I played Tarzan, and Jessica Hahn played Jane.
Yes.
And even you could see the elephants when they would move their bowels. You would see it in 3D. It was amazing.
He moved a lot.
But I learned a lot about 3D. Everything had to move to the right. That was what I knew.
So I do 4 parts in this movie, and I only signed up to do kind of 1, and then they added the teacher, and then I became the Toadboy, the robot. And
so you are prominent in the film.
I am,
and you'll make a lot of money if this film is successful. You get points, as they say.
No, I don't have any points.
No points.
No
points.
Robert's not giving up anything.
Hell no. That dude is Mexican, man. I ain't giving nothing.
But he paid you well, I hope.
He paid me very well. Right. And here's the thing, about Robert is that, I go in there and I'm supposed to do one job, and he goes, "Why don't you do this?" And it's just really traditional of Mexican hiring another Mexican. I'm surprised I didn't do some tile work on my way out. Man.
Yeah, they're paying you enough.
George, you're the only one that can reach those fluorescent lights. Grab a step ladder and change the lights.
Let's review. I'm happy you got your kidney.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And that you're feeling good.
You're a great guy, funny guy. Congratulations on your appearance at the Michael Jackson trial. Everyone is talking and raving about it. Congratulations on your hit show and going into syndication.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I can't wait for you to go to satellite, brother.
I'm going right now. I think I'm going to walk out of here. I can't wait myself. Yes, what is it, Baba Booey?
So this is one of those stories. I never know whether it's true or not, but it's funny. So is it true that George was having some work done on his house, and there were 15 roofers there, and George was in the pool? So the roofer said, "Jump in." The owner's not here, figuring he was one of the.
That's I got two good stories with that.
All right.
I buy the house that the Olsen twins live in. My first big purchase was the Olsen twins house,
right.
And we had to replace the roof. And my wife hires this guy. First of all, the roofer and my wife are standing next to each other. A neighbor thinks that I'm the roofer. That's number one. Yeah. Then one day I'm writing on the show, and it's about 114 degrees, and I'm in the writing room, and I think, I had to take these dudes water, man, because they're Mexicans. They're on top of my roof.
Right.
So I go over there. There's nobody on the roof. All 14 guys are in the pool in their underwear swimming. So I go to the doorway, and I look at him like, what the hell's going on? And the guy looks at me, and he goes, jump in. The man's not home. That's one. That's one house. Now, the new house that I bought, there's a guy laying tile in front of the front door.
Mm-hmm.
So one morning, I'm going to work, and I'm dressed in jeans. I think I have like a cap on. And I walk through the guy, and the guy's going, tira la manguera, and he's yelling at the other guy. And he's on his knees. Doesn't even have knee pads. He's just on his knees. So I walk through the tile, and as I get 2 feet away, he goes, shish, shish. So I look back, and in Spanish, he tells me, hey, the people don't like it when we use the bathroom inside. He thought I was like a worker
Oh, dear.
So what do? You straighten these guys out?
I went around the back and took a leak on the side.
So you say, hey, I'm the man of the house here. What's going on?
But, it's really hilarious to look the way I look, to have money and have people think that you don't have any money. One day I was getting ready to go work, and I was doing stand-up, writing my notes, and an African-American woman knocks on the door, and at that time the fence was incomplete, so she could just walk up, and I opened the door, and she goes, can you run and get the man of the house for me?
Hold on, I'll go get him.
And I'm like, you're black, you're the one that's outside.
Let me ask you something. You got a team of Latino guys working for you, they're all in your pool, and you come out. Now you have to say to these guys, listen, you got to get out of the pool and get back to work. You feel kind of weird doing that? I mean, because they're like, hey, come on, you're Mexican, we're Mexican. What's going on here? I mean, you feel a little funny?
Feel weird?
No, not at all, man.
They're all right with
they do great work. I got a guy at my house right now that is absolutely... The guy who told me, hey, the people don't like it when you use the bathroom inside, he and I have become great friends, and he's doing some great... They do great work. Here's the difference. Let me tell you the difference.
Do you find that, though, some of the worker guys are angry with you that you're successful, or are they proud of you?
Not them. They're proud. They're proud of me because I talk to them in Spanish and I've stayed connected, and that's how you do it. Here's the difference between the culture, and this is really the genesis of my stand-up is the cultural differences. Workman's compensation is not for Latino people. Workman's compensation was created for the white guy who falls off the stepladder, tears his ACL, and never goes back to work.
Right.
A Mexican guy can be on your roof. If he falls off, he wants to get back on the roof before you see him because he doesn't want you to get mad at the fact that he fell off the roof.
Right. He could be paralyzed. He's getting back
on the roof.
That's it. Hey, George, good luck with the movie.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's just truly. I mean, I did the Tonight Show in '91, but this is bigger than that.
Of course it is.
This is
believe
bigger
me.
than that. This is
91 was who was on that?
Johnny
Leno?
Carson.
Oh, Johnny.
But this is bigger.
Welcome back. We're with George and Mayan Lopez, the father-daughter dynamic duo, the hit sitcom Lopez vs. Lopez. George, I got to take you back to 2011. I was having a conversation about you, and you didn't know I was having it.
Oh.
It's when your show Lopez Tonight,
Yes.
and it was a big moment. Prince selected your show as the show that he wanted to go on.
Mm-hmm.
I have many years of a relationship with Prince, and we talked about it that night, and I was salty because I said, you're going to go on George Lopez and not me. I was at the Today Show at the time. He called me right before the interview, right after the interview, and this is what he said at the time here, why he chose you.
The first time I was on the Alamo Awards, you showed me love there. I really appreciated it. And also, I find that this show represents all people. And I see all kinds of guests on here. And
we talked about it that night,
Yeah.
and he meant that.
Yeah.
He meant that.
You know, he's incredible. He was an incredibly special person. I mean, I got him a hat, and he's like, George, I'm a Jehovah's Witness. I can't accept any gifts. It's just in this white box, And as we're talking, he's like, "What is it again?" I said, "It's a hat." I said, "At least just look at it." So he takes the lid off, and there's white paper in there, and this purple feather just comes out, like on cue. And then he takes the hat out, and he's looking at it. He goes, "This was for me." I said, "It was made for you." And then he got the brim, and he hit the brim, and he put it on sideways, and he walked up and back like George Jefferson. And And I said, too bad you can't keep it. He said, oh, no, I'm keeping it.
That is so
I just imagine the little smirk.
The little smirk. That was
Yeah.
good. You just taped a comedy special, and my team told me 3,000 people were there at the Dolby Theater in LA, and you said this will be your last.
It is the last one. Yep. That's the last one. I've subjected the American people to enough of my crap. Yeah.
Why is Why now?
It seems like the right time. It's been the one thing that has just never left me my whole life. And in respect to it, I just think it's a wonderful place to leave it at this particular point. I want to spend more time with her, and I love the show, and it takes up a lot of...
This show is called, Men We Love, and you love people by how they treat the people in their lives, whether it's their children or their friends. And I saw you on Vogue Mexico.
Yes.
Rocking, speaking of feathers, a mini dress denim ensemble. I mean, that this guy is rooting for you, but you are doing it on your own. That's spectacular.
Thank you. The doors can open, but you have to walk through them.
Say that again for the people.
Doors can open, but you have to be able to walk through them. You gotta be. It's like, speaking to the first show, I saw the amount of sacrifice. The first show started when I was 5 years old. I saw how hard this man has worked, how hard my mom has worked, how our family has gone without because they've both fought for the representation of Latinos in media, and that put a hard work ethic in me. And I love comedy. I studied at Second City. Now I'm so grateful to be on this show. I've been a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yes, I saw you.
And I've now just in Vogue Mexico, and that means a lot to me. I'm learning, but I don't speak Spanish, and that's something that in the Latino community you get spoken.
Right. You see your dad said,
you don't.
But that's
So you'd have to talk to me to
big
know
conversation amongst people right now, especially your age group. And that's, by the way, also courageous of you to say.
Yes, and
I will say this. I will say this. In my life, I've had incredibly difficult time with relationships because it was so fractured growing up, and it's hard to connect with people. And everybody asked me, do you ever think that you'll be married again? And I said, I don't think so. I said, because everybody tries to change who I am. And then I said, the only people that can change me will be my nurse during the day and then my nurse at night.
Your nurse during the day, nurse at night. Well, don't change.
Otherwise, I'm staying the same and I'm not cutting my hair.
Don't cut your hair. Stay the same. Keep wrecking it. You are amazing. Give it up for George and Ryan Lopez. Lopez versus Lopez airs Fridays, 8:30 on NBC, streaming on Peacock.
All right, Angie, don't make me come in there. Unless, of course, you want me to come in there. I'll take that as a yes. Close your eyes, baby. Here comes Ramon the Towel Boy. Oh, God! Oh, that ain't right.
Hey, perv, did you enjoy the show?
Angie, quick, show me your body.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, your mom's using our shower.
Man, with all the steam in there, it was like gorillas in the mist. Man, Benny, I haven't been in your house since high school. Mom, is that lamp still broken?
You know what it is?
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I think it's a loose cord.
Yeah, I bet I could fix it. Funny every time.
That wasn't funny. What's going on?
They shocked me.
Why didn't you guys call me?
Angie, the kids are out of the house. My mom's got her own bathroom, and it's just us. Or shall I say, it's just you and Ramon the Towel Boy. Oh, sounds like somebody's ready to be dried. Oh, God! Oh. Who's Ramon? How was the traffic, Joe? Was it bumper to bumper?
A little bit. But I had to come up and talk to your mom. I want to make things right.
Oh, hey, man. Wow, hearing that gives me a lump in my throat. Or a little to the left. What the hell is that coming out of your neck? It looks like you're growing a second head.
Who told you?
The head told me. It went like this. Orale.
If you don't like it, don't look at it.
Joe, that looks serious. I mean, have you been to the doctor?
No, I'm treating it myself. I drink warm ginger ale.
Well, if it gets any bigger, Joe, I mean, you can use the carpool lane going home. Hey, look, it's another episode of Grandma's Gone Wild.
Grandma, what's the matter?
Nothing. I'm fine. Nobody talked to Grandma today, okay?
Is Grandma sick?
No, Max, it was touch and go there for a while, but she pulled through, so let's give Grandma a nice round of applause.
Hey, as long as you're getting things cut, why don't you do something about that skid mark on your chin?
I'll shave mine when you shave yours. I better go make an appointment with my man Lionel.
Oh, hey, don't call his barbershop. It's closed down. He's cutting hair over at my beauty salon now.
Oh, great. Now I got to sit around La Casa de Coiffures and listen to old bats talk about how Eric Estrada, he still looks good. Hold on. What? What's wrong? Angie's dad's there. He's going to want to play dominoes again. All week it's been, George, dominoes is a man's game. Come, show me what kind of man you are, Chico. Oh, you're going to have to slow your roll down tonight. I mean, you got an old married lady with you.
Oh, well, I don't think so. She is my raven-haired man magnet.
Mm-hmm. Just signal me when you want a hair flip.
Horse!
I'm gonna go make a couple of calls from the car, but we really should get going. I have to change into something sexier.
Sexier? What you gonna wear? A corn chip and 2 dimes?
Mom, my room's too small. Can I have a sleepover in the living room?
Yeah, it's up to your father. He's in charge tonight.
Whoa. I'm in charge of a sleepover?
We talked about this. You said you'd take the next sleepover if I went to the last parent-teacher conference.
I went to that conference. I remember there was gold stars and the Mayflower made out of toothpicks.
That was 4th grade.
What grade is she in now? All right, I'll handle it.
Everyone, this is my dad.
Good evening, ladies. And welcome to Lopez Manor. Please store all of your belongings in the drawing room. Tut-tut! Mad cow and God save the queen. Ándale. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You know, sometimes it's easier to tell someone who's not a friend or a parent.
Okay. Alex told Jenny that Sasha told her that Zach doesn't like me. I like Kevin, but I also kind of like Zach too. And now nothing seems right, and I don't see how it's possible that
How can you pick him over me? You barely know him.
Hope he's not talking to a little girl in a sleeping bag.
I left Miami to give you time to think. Look, this is not what you were supposed to think. You're sorry? No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to God for destroying 40 years of marriage.
Wow! This doesn't taste like 1 calorie? Why are you going upstairs? The sofa's that way. That's where the Fine! I'll have my own slumber party outside. I'll put 2 lawn chairs together. I don't care. I grew up outside. I'm not scared. I was raised by wolves también. I used to eat berries at night. Why don't I get you a loaf of bread, man? You can clean the whole kitchen.
Just can help you. There's pills for the incontinence, hormone creams to restore lubrication.
Hey, no vomit.
Look, honey, I'm trying to talk your mom into seeing the doctor. She might be going through the change.
Hey, you don't have to tell everybody about this. I don't want people to think I am less than a woman.
Yeah, God forbid that secret gets out.
When was the last time you saw your gynecologist?
Oh, it's been a few years.
Well, how many years?
Well, let's see. I was lying on my back full of drugs. George was crying. So it was either the day he was born or Christmas, 1973.
You haven't been to the doctor in 37 years? Cochina, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, come on.
You're not gonna believe this, Angie. I just found out my mom gave away a sister I never knew that I had.
George.
No, wait. It gets better. And the only way that I found out is because my mom has gonorrhea.
George, this is Janet. She's a customer. I'm showing her sunscreens because she's taking a lovely trip to Mexico.
How would you feel about taking an itchy old lady with you? I bet I can find him.
No. Hey, you know what? You stay out of this. It's between me and your father.
So Manny knows about this?
No, it's between me and me. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Está loca, leave it alone.
George, please. The music inspires my cooking, Chico.
Lean over the stove some more. I didn't get enough gray chest hair last time.
Hello?
Maybe there's some way we could raise money and have an emergency fund and give it to whoever needs it. Topless car wash. Yeah, good idea, Ernie. Because these are the women that you want to see topless. No, hombre, vato.
Hey, these chichis can still turn heads.
Yeah, they turn heads, but now it's more like this.
Hey, Halloween's coming up. And those big haunted houses, they make a fortune. We could build our own.
Well, that's a great idea, Ernie. We could have it at my place, and we could charge like $5. Come on, let's do it.
All right, yeah, let's
Yeah,
go,
that's a
brother.
great idea. We can all get dressed up like skeletons and goblins. How did you get into your costume so fast?
Xin chào các bạn, mình tô một cái chanh này nha. Đây là cây son màu đỏ nha mọi người.
Mẹ đi học mới về. Con đã thay đồ nha.
Giờ mày thay đồ mày cũng hỏi ta nữa hả?
Mẹ, trong trường con bị một bạn quánh vô tim nữa.
Rồi quánh hoài à?
Ai biết đâu, có làm gì đâu. Đang đi chơi với con Trà My á, sao cái bị quánh luôn.
Thằng đó ở lớp nào?
Không, thằng khác.
Mà thằng đó ở lớp nào?
Lớp với con luôn, học chung lớp luôn.
Chung lớp rồi không biết rồi vậy?
Ủa, học cái khác. Ở trong trường á, cái thằng gì mà mẹ nó ở chơi đó, nó bị mà phụ huynh lên đó. Mẹ ơi, mang cái cặp xanh đó. Đây đi chúng.
Dùng lụa nón về đi cơ.
Rồi giúp con đi giờ con chở thôi.
Dạ. Rồi người ta đội cái nón kia, đội nón này à?
Chứ bị nó cái nón siêu nhân à.
Nón siêu nhân mày hồi sáng mày đem đi học hay gì á?
Không, lấy nón này nè. Đâu có lấy nón siêu nhân.
Ý là nón siêu nhân đó mà mày đội đi học gì à?
Vậy bài này chi nè, cha nè. Mẹ, biết lắc không? Anh Tôm mà không đợi em gì hết á. Không đợi em gì hết á. Cho người ta đi chở giờ luôn rồi.
Thay đồ đi vô tắm luôn đi, giờ rồi chiều phải tắm. Ra đấy, cái cổ khô ra đây. Cổ khô ở chỗ văn tại đó. Mở cái cọng dây ra, tao lấy dây cột Đã quánh hai thằng bay đó. Ý Trinh, ý. Để mình đã hoàn thành một cái tranh này nha các bạn. Bye bye.